approximately 1 minute to bomb release.
Hello. This video contains spoilers for Master of the Air Episode 5, Munster Raid True Story. How it went so wrong in Masters of the Air, and what actually happened. Episode 5 of Masters of the Air portrays one of the worst missions carried out by the 100th Bomb Group in 1943. But what made the Munster Raid so terrible? Though Masters of the Air has already explored some of the 100th Bomb Group's disastrous missions during the spring and summer of 1943, Episode 5 delves into one of the worst, the Munster Raid. The Munster Raid, carried out on October 10, 1943, was a mission performed by the 8th Force, which included the 100th Bomb Group. Though it began as any other operation, it ended in full devastation. Each squadron suffered considerable losses, but the 100th was the worst of all. Only one of the 13 planes that traveled all the way to Munster returned. It's not surprising that Masters of the Air aired a program about the Munster Raid. It was a memorable mission for the 100th Bomb Group, and it served as a watershed moment in their history. In the Masters of the Air tale, Major Harry Crosby is promoted to Group Navigator during the Munster Raid, which likely saves his life. Furthermore, Major John Egan is dealing with the sudden abduction of his best friend, Gail Cleven, and plunges headfirst into this next operation, which ends in perilous seas. Notably, Robert Rosie Rosenthal stands out as the sole pilot who returned to Thorpe Abbotts. The Munster Raid was a very different type of mission. The Munster Raid was notable for more than just the 8th Air Force's weariness and losses. The 100th had never seen a mission like this before. Throughout the spring and summer of 1943, the 100th were primarily assigned on missions to bomb facilities. For example, the Regensburg mission dispatched the troops to a German ball-bearing factory. However, Munster was different. The Munster Raid's goal was close to the city center and a nearby cathedral. For the first time, the 100th would target humans. The proximity of the Munster Raid to people was a source of contention among the 100th men. While some men prided themselves on never killing an innocent person, others were ready to eliminate the railway workers who permitted Nazi Germany to function. Major John Egan, in particular, supported the expedition because it would be a kind of vengeance for losing Gail Cleven in the Bremen expedition the day before. Regardless, the 100th launched the Munster Raid and successfully dropped bombs on the city. There were more than 350 German planes ready to face the Americans. German forces. Finally, the German planes proved to be the nail in the coffin for the 100th and the remainder of the 8th Air Force. While it was not uncommon for German planes to strike the Americans during a mission, the Munster Raid was unique. The Germans had hundreds of planes ready to assault the United States Army Air Forces during the Munster Raid, which was just overpowering. The Germans could easily pick out the Air Force. The Munster Raid was reported to have involved around 350 German planes. The German jets ultimately brought the Munster Raid to an end. The 100th position in the formation made them the most susceptible. Furthermore, the effect of the Germans on the Munster Raid is still remembered today. According to the National World War Room II Museum, Rodney Snow of the 95th reported that the enemy fighters were concentrated in numbers, such as we had not seen on any of my crew's 20 previous missions. In this way, Masters of the Air successfully demonstrated the Munster Raid's numerous flaws and tragic losses. Thank you for watching.